So, welcome back. This has been a long time coming. I have left you guys out of the kind of planning phase of this so far in that we have a blind here. Basically, these are blackout blinds for a residential purpose. I ordered them from Home Depot. We have 4 of them to install. I've got 2 kind of 2-footers and 2 4-footers, roughly. That's not exactly the measurement. However, these are cool because they come open like that, come up like that, and then you can do that. So that's what we're working with. This is plastic construction. It's just kind of homeowner grade stuff I bought at Home Depot. Beware that these are not cheap. They're, for the 4 I bought, which should go in these windows and the larger windows, it was about $380 for 4 of them. So they're not inexpensive. They attach using a little clip. Basically, ideally, if you use the manufactured recommendation, they click on like that. That holds them to the cabinet. So in a Casita, that fiberglass, if you just look at it on the fiberglass, sorry, on the cabinets, the overhead cabinets, because this will be mounted to the bottom of the overhead cabinet, it has some fluctuation. It's a little wavy. And so these are perfectly straight, and so we are not going to be using, at least not in this iteration, this piece here. If I can, I can't get it off. So let me pop that guy out of there, and I think they're made for these to flip off here relatively easy. What we instead are going to do, and that's what I purchased this first hardware to do, was to attach these to the bottom of the cabinet. However, given the mounting surface from place to place is not symmetrical, that's not going to work for our application. But I've come up with a workaround. And that workaround is these little guys here. I'll get 1 or 2 out. This is an 832 screw. So my thought is that we are just going to join, since I have that handy dandy thing right there, in the bottom of the track, you'll see that I can put a screw head pretty easily. And my thought is, this is just plastic, super easy to drill. I will be, where these strings are located, these support strings here, I don't know if either camera will show those, but what we're looking at is, that's obviously going to be the hardest thing, right? That's going to take the most force when you're putting this deal up and down. So what I'm going to do is drill holes vertically through this top support. We will be putting the screws up through that on either side of that to support that joint. Given my propensity for measuring once and cutting 13 times, we will try to do this in one single operation here. Well, what we're looking at is just banging this little guy right up here. That goes up in the cabinet here, and then there should be washer and the other nut up here. That goes on perfect. Plastic more than I have to, so these aren't going down super tight. I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. I don't know if you guys can see it, but back here in this little corner, kind of right here you can see too, I'm just threading these guys on. And I have one more hole to drill behind you, and then I think we're good to go. Perfect. All right, now we're going to demonstrate these guys. So let's go into blackout mode. We are going to put these down. Let's see, my little pillow thing got in the way. And last but not least, I think we can all agree that that is much darker. And then we also have the option to go into semi-privacy mode, which would be kind of something like that. Like that. And last but not least, these guys can do that. And back up into travel mode, which will be that right there. Do I recommend this? I don't know, I'll be honest. I guess we're gonna have to try again and find out. But it's what we came up with, Dana and I. I think that if you were on a budget, that it would make more sense to go with curtains. And if you had any skills and abilities to do curtains, it would make much more sense to do curtains. However, for our method of travel and what we're up to and our budget, it seems to work just fine. So I guess we'll leave it at that. There is one more window to do behind you guys, but that's where I put the net up, and I don't have the cabinets to attach to, so I've got to do some figuring on that. But stay tuned for more marginal content. We have some more plans. Always have more plans. So this is just another little Casita rehab video. We'll see how we go. Again, this is not a budget option. 4 blinds for $380 seemed excessive to me. However, whatever's, it all works. And we'll sally forth. We'll see how durable these things are. Again, this is me repurposing, what do you call it, residential stuff for a trailer. There is going to be quirks. For instance, I can already tell when you put the blinds down over here, the trailer is sloped on the outside, so it doesn't hug the trailer like it probably should. And I may come up with a magnet situation or something for that. They're kind of free hanging. I certainly would not drive with these down. That would be bad, I would think. So with that, I need to get out of here. I've got about a half hour or an hour of cleanup to do after today's little hoo-ha. So I'm going to leave you guys. I hope this video finds you well. I hope you have a great week. And I hope to see you guys on the channel very, very soon. So have a good time. Given my propensity for measuring once and cutting 13 times, we will try to do this in one single operation here. What did I do with the screw? I'm short one. Doggone it. I turned on cameras and everything.